Here, I think we go right. Yeah, you don't want to go to St. Cloud. That's actually where that temple is out by St. Cloud. And it's, I guess it's a pretty big temple. I just don't feel like, I don't think I'm going to go. I don't know where it is either, but I know it's out in that direction. It might be in St. Cloud, or it might be like 20 minutes off that way or something. Watch, we'll see it. 4. I wonder if we just drive to 35 and I feel like we're getting on 94. Yeah. We are. We'll just have to go to 35. I hope I don't go through downtown. Hemlock. Yeah, I'm looking forward to those spring rolls. I ordered shrimp. That'll be my protein. I was watching a show last night. I've been watching it for about a week, and it's 2 guys that are put in like a situation where they're stranded, and it's all over the world, and it's usually like really remote places. You're stranded, you're going to a safari, and your Jeep breaks down, and you're out in the middle of nowhere. And yesterday the Jeep broke down, and they were in the safari in Africa, South Africa, and there was lions, and there was tigers and giraffes. And it's like, you gotta kind of watch yourself that you don't get underfoot. The elephants don't really want you under their foot. The cats will attack you, maybe. There's big long thorns, and the one guy was walking around barefoot. He's a Native American. It's part of his thing. He does. It's part of the show. It's a theme that goes through all of them. He's always barefoot. One time he made makeshift sandals from a carcass, and he put them on his feet because he couldn't have walked, without them. But in the safari, he was walking barefoot, and there was these needles that were like 2 inches long. He does okay doing that, though. And they were eating crickets, and he's kind of the guy that eats crickets, and this other guy that's with him, he's a meat eater. And it's like, I'm not eating those crickets, I want a pig. And he was trying to chase down a pig, and this other guy was like, I'm not going to draw blood when there's lions and tigers. I'm going to eat crickets and stuff. I'm not going to raise a ruckus and have blood all over it, because that draws the big carnivores. And he's like eating these crickets, which, I don't know, I mean, they're small. They're bigger than our crickets maybe, but they're not crickets, they're maybe grasshoppers. And they had to build a shelter with these things with the needles so that they'd be protected. And the guy did not get a pig because the Indian, he didn't help him. He didn't help him get the pig, and so he didn't get the pig. It was like a wild boar, and it was like whack-a-mole game. There was a whole bunch of holes, and the pig would come out, be at the wrong hole, and he'd come out at the other hole, and he'd tap the knife at one hole, and he'd come out at... It was just like that whack-a-mole game you're doing circuses. And it was like he did that for a while, and he realized, okay, I'm not going to... Without his cooperation, I'm not going to get a boar. Because he was hungry, you know. But the thing is, they were only a few miles from civilization. They just had to walk a ways, and I'm sure they could eat whatever they wanted then. But he had crickets, and I guess the guy that was chasing the boars with this knife, I don't think he ate any crickets. I don't think he didn't want that. Okay. Oh, 694. I think we got to stay on 694, but we can't get in front of a truck. Do we have to get in the middle lane for that? Bypass 694. Yeah, it's over on this side, so I think it's saying to get over here. Yeah, I don't want to go to Minneapolis. I mean, that was... Yeah, go back home? Go back home on 94, you'll go to Eau Claire. I want to go on my annual trip up north now. I was going to do this as a separate trip, but I couldn't really find anywhere that I wanted to camp. And I was thinking I was just going to go to up 94 to 53, but I decided, kind of at the last minute, I decided, okay, I want to see that temple. I don't want to drive up the same way I drive up all the time. So, it's working out so far. Okay, we got to get back in the middle lane. Right lane. We can get behind him or not. Here. So I'm getting a little bit of exposure to the Twin Cities. And in another one last night, they were in Montana, and it was just snow, and this guy, the Indian, was in barefoot, and he did kind of bang up his shin a little bit. Not sure on what, but the soles of his feet I think were okay, but I think he banged up the side of his leg. He was bleeding a little bit. It was in the snow. Maybe he did step on something, I don't know. But they do have a camera guy following them around. Otherwise, who would be carrying this camera? So there was people with them. If they ever got into trouble, there'd be someone there to help them out. So it's a show. I mean, it is kind of interesting, some of the stuff they do, though. They show how they start fires, and it's not easy to start the fires. These methods that they teach you in the Scouts, they're not easy to do. I mean, these guys know how to do it, and it looks hard. They can do it, but it looks hard to do. I don't know if I could do it. But they give them a few things, or they'll find something.